2022 New Year's events. Bada bing, bada boom. Normal attendance, nothing crazy with attendance, just logging every day, gets you some cool stuff. But then the Gaia Key, the key slot is a special slot. It's a special slot item, and this event, god damn, bro. What the? But it's a special slot. This event comes around like 10 times a year though, so it's not the craziest, but it's a good way to get some additional stats, and these stats, they do add up, especially when you start getting better and better keys. 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to keep pulling the Eminent and the Radiant Gaia Key repeatedly, but your goal is essentially to get the Ethereal and the Mythic keys. And I think right now I have a second Immortal or something like that. But once it gets to the top tiers as well, you're able to upgrade the keys to the next tier, and it takes a long time, but you essentially do it with these powders and then these fragments. So for the lower tier keys, you use the powders to upgrade your key. And then for like the mid-range keys, it's the fragments, and then the absolute in-game keys are the Stone of Blessing. And I'm just using in-game for a lack of better words, but it's essentially the rarest key you can get. Richiring's Coin Party. So this is a big event. This is a major difference maker when it comes to current LaTale compared to old LaTale, because as you can see, for one, the event is permanent, but one major complaint from a lot of returning players, new players, and really just any type of player is that, oh, I don't want to play because all of the timed items. I don't want to play because, you know, I have to spend money to get timed items, to get time stats, and I don't want to play with time stats. Not the best logic, but I also used to have that mindset as well. The Coin Party event allows you to play every day and be rewarded every day, similar to the attendance events, except it's a actual playtime event where you get rewarded for killing mobs, and it says, you know, you collect LaTale bonus coins. Well, you collect LaTale bonus coins and LaTale special bonus coins, then left click them to open the exchange window. And so I have some of these on my account right now. I don't think the server's back up yet, so I can't show you, but I'll show you when we get in. But there's a silver coin and then there's a gold coin. Silver coin, gold coin. The silver coin will drop and you will get 100 of them a day max, and then the gold coins will drop, I believe you get 10 drops a day max. Yeah, you get 100 of the silver ones a day, and then you get 10 of the gold ones per day, and you can exchange the silver ones to be gold ones, right? And it's a permanent event. It will be in the game forever for what we know, and it's been fixed. It was already in the game before Laboom, but when Laboom got patched in, this didn't get patched in. So why is it so good, right? As a free-to-play player trying to buy goddess cards, or really as any type of player, buying goddess cards and buying the hero's compass is very inconvenient, but these are the 3 items that I use the event for the most. I go in depth with this event like back in October when it first came out on my channel, a little bit more, but for now, the main things you'll probably be looking at as someone who just wants to keep the best time items on infinite rotation is the goddess card, the hero compass, and then the Spirit of the Seas pet, because they're 15 days from here, and it takes 4 days to get each of these. So 4, 8, 12. So essentially you'll be able to keep these on a permanent infinite rotation. And then on the side, you'll be able to save extra coins to save up for exchanging the silver coins for the gold coin. Granted, there are other things you can get. You know, if you don't have an after image and you don't plan on ever buying one yourself, you can get you a +6 one for 15 days with the same logic. But the best 3 things that I get, and this is my recommendation, is to get the goddess card, hero compass, and then Spirit of the Seas pet. Keep those on permanent rotation. This will save you a lot of money if you ever plan on buying these out of the cash shop. So great. And then you can exchange those extra silvers into golds, but you get 10 golds a day anyway. And now looking at the main gold loot table, the moon glyphs and the plants being inside the gold coins, these are the lowest tier items you can buy inside of this pack, and they're really good because moon glyphs boost your damage a lot and boost your stats like item drop rate, quest reward, EXP gain, things like that. So those are very valuable. Now there are some big prices on here, and the thing is, I'll give some small, like simple advice on these, and then I'll give some like take it with a grain of salt advice, right? If you're a new player, returning player, or a player who does not have pets, right? This pet box costs 300 coins, and this pet box costs like 700 coins, right? If you do the calculations on how you will get coins per day, per month, essentially it will take over a month to be able to get this box with the pet box number 2. opposed to a couple weeks to get the first box. So essentially it's better to buy 2 of these boxes instead of buying 1 of these. That is 1000% advice. I do not advise anyone to save their coins and buy the second box. I learned this mistake firsthand 3 months ago. I saved all my coins and I bought this box and I got a dupe. Granted, most people probably don't have as many pets as I do. You know what I'm saying? So take that with a grain of salt. Just know that there are still low tier pets inside of this box. Just because this box is more expensive does not mean you have a higher chance to get better pets. No, it just means that there are more permanent pets inside of the box. And you can find the loot tables for these boxes somewhere in the Discord. Maybe somebody can drop it if you ask. But for the most part, it's not even, whether you look at the loot table or not, it has no effect on what you get from these boxes because it's RNG anyway. And there's trash pets and there's good pets. Regardless, if you don't have pets, over time, save your gold coins and get them. But I would 100%, 1000% recommend you get moon glyphs as often as you can as a free-to-play player or non-free-to-play player. And then the same logic applies for the fragment of blessings, shining key fragments, and the powder of blessings. When it comes to do that to your own discretion, you know what I'm saying? If you're maxed out on this event and this event ends, because let's see, it ends on February 2nd. If this event ends and you still don't have like a maxed out key of some sort, then yeah, you probably want to use your coins to buy these things. But for the most part, my eyes are always set around getting my goddess card, my hero compass, and my spirit of the seas pet. All 3 of these are extra damage. Goddess card is extra quest reward, so literally by default there's no reason you shouldn't be having this on your account at all times, because it literally always reduces the amount of time you'll have to play to get to the next level of progression. Hero's Compass has defense penetration on it, and that can be the difference between having 95 or 96 or 90 or 91. You know what I'm saying? And there's a bunch of other stats on it too. And then Spirit of the Seas gives basic stats. Last thing about this area, I think random Ely skill book box is second priority to the pets if you don't have pets. This is what I mostly spend my gold coins on, because you can get Ely skills for your main character, and having those Ely skills could be the difference between your main character hitting a couple 100 million more than your aunts, for example. New year, new server boost. Oh, we've already got it. I don't know why it's on the calendar, but yeah, we already got this boost. It looks like the 3rd through the 9th. Ooh, that's actually really big, but it's kind of capped because the 3rd already happened and we did not have this buff. But from today till Sunday, we'll have item drop rate 200 and max HP plus 10%. I think this is super big and super valuable because you can farm up your illustration book. So if your illustration book is below 900 out of 1,000 for your monster cards, you need to farm this up. Actually, relatively no way you shouldn't get to like 80% done, or you shouldn't get to at least as far as you are in the game with mobs by the end of this event. For mid-game players, people who are like where I'm at or right before where I'm at, last week we had item drop rate, bro. I did RG, so we had like for 3 days, and I skipped the first 2 days. And then I did 1 day where I took 5 characters into RG. I think I took like 5 or 6 characters into RG, and I got like 200 mats. 200 RG mats in like 1 sitting. That's super crazy when you think about it, because, and this is RG easy. This is really crazy when you think about it, because my RG guns that I just maxed out like 2 days ago, I've been working on those guns since August, like late August, maybe mid-August. And it's just now June. I mean, June, it's not June, holy shit. It's just now January where I'm finally maxing out my guns. And granted, I wasn't going hard at it this entire time. I spent like 1 week going hard before I did it on stream, but literally 1 day just playing 6 characters in 1 dungeon. That's all I did on 1 day. It literally put me ahead in weeks of progression. Think about that. You can rotate 1 piece of content on multiple characters and essentially multiply how fast you complete it by months of time. Whoa, this is big time. This is big time. I'm actually not going to make any new characters, and that really sucks, because I'm actually saving my last 4 character slots so that I can level up my awakening more efficiently when it drops. So that sucks. But new players, returning players, early game, mid game players, 150% quest reward. That's, I would say, 7 days. That's still during a week. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on it. But if you are maxing out on 20 out of 20 daily quests every day on your main character at the bare minimum, you are literally cheating yourself. Because remember, quest reward Every 100% of quest reward means you just did a quest 2 times, right? So if you're doing a daily quest 1 time and you have 100% quest reward, you just did 2 days of work in 1 sitting. And if you're doing that for 7 days, here goes bad math. You're essentially doing like 17 days of work over the course of 7 days with 150% quest reward. Do not sleep on a quest reward event this big, because we do not commonly get 150% quest reward events, and we definitely don't get them for a week. If you do not have max reputation, bro, can I log into the game? If you do not have max reputation right now, this is a prime time to farm your reputation points. If you sleep on this event, you know, you're essentially allowing yourself to put in more work when you can have that work reduced. Oh, they've actually reduced the prices. These prices used to be 400, so that's 990. So you can actually get all 3 of these every 10 days, essentially. So that's better than every 12 days. That's what it used to be. So all the prices have been reduced. That's nice. They brought it back and it's better. Back and better. I like it. So as you can see, I'm still missing Fighting Spirit. I'm still missing Almighty. So I still pull this box just to see if I can get Almighty and if I can get Fighting Spirit, because people try to sell these books for like 2 bill each, 3 bill each, some crazy numbers. But it's really the game's fault, because they aren't putting these books into the gamble boxes or any events or just any way to get them in general. So I understand why the prices are ridiculous. The new pet was already inside of the guidebook. All the new pets are inside the guidebook. All the new pets are inside the guidebook. But this is it right here. It gives critical damage 60. It's a white tiger replacement. The silver and gold coins drop in the Ely dungeons